Hi, Internet. It's November 3rd. I'm gonna play some Hearthstone. I have some friends with me. I brought some friends. Friends, hi. Who are you guys?
Oh, are we friends? I didn't know we were
Well,
friends. Last time we talked, you
we're
told me I didn't.
friendly.
You told me my attack
Yeah.
value wasn't high enough for you.
That's actually accurate.
Yeah, see, he just said it again. He said my attack value. He just agreed that my
Could
attack
you just say
value.
your name?
I'm Austin. Hey,
I'm Jana Pradmore
Great.
at Bleeding Heart.
Perfect. What is your guys' familiarity or care about at all in terms of card games? What do you
What's
do
our
you
care about ratio of card
yeah,
games?
do you give a fuck about card games is what I'm trying to ask.
I used to play hella Crazy Eights with my grandma.
Perfect.
our
This is
our,
a lot like that.
our Karaka, our care about ratio of card games, our CAR OCG.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like a 7.
That's pretty good.
Well,
The only card game I ever owned was the Harry Potter one. But I've played a lot of card game video games, like the Yu-Gi-Oh one and Pokemon's, and certainly some other one. There's a
yeah,
Dragon Ball
Z
one.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Tried that.
So
The
here's
Sailor Moon game had cards.
here's what we're
remember?
gonna do. I think Janine's gonna be able to help a lot with the strategy here. Um, Austin, you just sit back. You're along for the ride.
Yeah, I don't know anything about card games.
First step is to catch the golden snitch.
Right.
Great. Perfect.
Yep.
Snitches get stitches, right? That's
Yeah. Golden
that's
snitches.
cards. Golden snitches get golden stitches.
We were gonna play. So last time I did some Hearthstone on the stream, I showed off practice and regular play mode, which is using a constructed deck, using the cards that I have earned so far, and putting together my own deck of 30 cards. What I'm gonna show off this time is arena mode, and the way that arena mode works is, first off, it's paid. You either have to pay 150 gold coins,
Okay.
or you have to pay $2. The
Oh, so not real gold coins.
Well, it could be real gold coins. I don't know. I don't know how you pay your money, your bills. I'm not gonna judge. I don't understand Canada really, if we're being honest. Part of the nice thing is that so you do have to pay to get into arena mode. You can lose up to 3 times in arena mode before you're knocked out. Even if
Okay.
you just go 0 wins, 3 losses, which might happen tonight, you might see that happen. It's very likely. You still
You
get
good or?
you still get a deck of cards and a couple of other
Oh, okay.
some gold and some
A
dust.
deck or like a booster?
Sorry, a booster pack. Yeah, not
Oh,
a deck.
that's much less.
I was like, fuck.
You get 5. You get 5
Hot
cards.
deal.
That's not very interesting.
It's nice. Whatever. Warbird Max says Canada uses doubloons. I think
They're called the Bloonies. Thank you.
that's good. So the way that arena mode works, though, is you're not using constructed decks. You choose a class. They give you 3 classes to choose from at random. You choose which class, and then you put together your deck based off of random choices as well. So we're gonna do
Like
that in a
it's like
second.
draft, or I guess it's not like a draft. It's just like a. Okay.
I think people call it like a sealed deck, or
Yeah,
I don't
sealed
know.
thing.
Like I haven't played card games before this, so I don't know. It looks like our choices right now, our class choices are Mage, Warlock, or Shaman. Looking at my hero levels here, you can see I've spent the most time with Mage, so I probably have the best grasp and the best chance of winning. I actually have been playing a bunch of Shaman tonight, so maybe my skills from that would carry over.
Is mage like direct damage stuff or what?
Yeah, Mage has a lot of direct damage stuff. Mage has a lot of ability to clear the board of cards. A lot of freezes that make it so enemies can't act for a turn. That kind of stuff. And Warlock I have not touched at all, so we're probably gonna avoid that.
Irritated Goat says Warlock is mean, mean, mean.
I mean, that's the thing. One of the nice / frustrating things about Hearthstone is basically every class can be a dick if they have the right
Right.
cards.
Which is
It's like
a sign
every
of a
single
good
class
game.
can can fuck you up. Mage is one of my favorites, just for frustrating people because, man, polymorph. Basically, the polymorph card turns any enemy card into a 1/1 sheep. One
Right.
damage, one damage, one health sheep.
And then you kill that sheep.
And then you kill that sheep.
That's cute.
The killing it, especially, yeah. The thing about polymorph is that's so wonderful is like it's just you save it until the enemy pulls out a really huge high cost card, and then you immediately take that card out of play for them. And
Sorry.
it's so frustrating.
Is polymorph a card in mage decks, or is that a class ability?
It's
Is
a
it different?
card in mage decks.
Okay. Because the classes all also have some sort of...
Yeah, if it was a class
built-in-
ability, Mage would be
that
way
would be-
too overpowered. Yeah, Mage's class ability is just a fireball that does 1 damage.
Okay. It's useful.
So I think we're gonna go with Mage. You can see here, I've only won 8 times in the arena, 8 matches, and I've probably played through the arena like 4 or 5 times. So I'm not very good at the arena, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna try and get better together.
Let's do it.
Let's do Mage.
For it.
Do you pick... So you picked mage. Does that mean that you're locked in as mage for all of these arena matches?
Yep.
Okay.
And basically your goal is you're trying to win 9 matches.
Right.
And you can lose up to 3 times before you're knocked out.
Okay.
The more times you win, the higher your reward is going to be at the end. The better, like you might get more packs of cards, you might get more gold that will allow you to get back into the arena faster. You might get more arcane dust that lets you craft cards.
Sure.
Okay, so initial choice of cards. The Sunwalker is one of the best taunt cards in the game because it has Divine Shield when it comes out, which means Divine Shield allows it to take a hit without taking any damage. It's just a
Right.
shield that lets it absorb 1 hit for no damage. So that's a really good card, so we're going to start with that. Flame Strike. So this is one of the most frustrating mage abilities to be against. It deals 4 damage to all enemy minions. This is really,
strong.
really good at clearing out the board because there aren't that many creatures that have more than 4 health. So for a lot of creatures, this just means they're dead.
That panther is metal as hell, though.
Here's Polymorph. We're taking Polymorph every time we see it. One other.
What's the maximum
Here's another
amount of
polymorph.
cards you can have?
Well, so this is another interesting thing about arena mode. In constructed decks, you can only have 2 of each card. In arena mode, if they come up randomly, you can get more than that.
Oh, that's really interesting.
I've seen videos. I have not necessarily seen this in place, but I've been watching like Total Biscuit does a lot of arena videos and Northern Lion as well. I've seen videos where people have up to 4 of one card.
Right.
I don't know if there's any actual hard cap or if it's all just randomness, but let's see. Lord of the Arena is another really good taunt. We don't have a lot of... So you can see on the bottom here, there's our mana curve that's showing how many cards we have of each cost. We don't have a lot of low-level cost yet.
It's a really slow deck right now.
But I think I'm going to grab that taunt because that high-level taunt.
The high-level one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Here's another low-level one, so that's useful. All right. These are a weird choice.
All of this art is super metal. So
These
secret...
effects are really satisfying, too.
Oh yeah, the UI is so good in this. I'm like terrified of this game
Yeah, you should be. You should be.
because I haven't played a CCG like competitively or in any real way in probably 4 or 5 years. But when I did, I played it a lot and spent too much money.
Yeah.
And like drove to tournaments and shit, and would have spent more money if I didn't have to actually drive to tournaments and shit. And so having a really well designed
But the nice thing about this is that if you're
terrifies me.
if you can hold yourself back, you don't actually have to spend any or
I
very
don't.
much money.
I have no self control.
Well, great, perfect. So I think we're going to take the Spellbender. I don't have a lot of experience with secrets. I just haven't played with secrets a lot.
Or
But basically what a secret is you play it, it appears as a question mark above your character portrait, and then when the enemy does the action mentioned on the secret, you get the reaction mentioned. So when the enemy casts a spell on a minion, you summon a new minion as the target. Yeah, it seems like a good secret though. Let's do it. We got some good taunt options here. We have a lot of taunt, which is good. I like having taunt with mages. kind of keep them safe. Why don't we take this Fen Creeper, I think. Rickless says, I have no idea what's going on here. Just keep watching. You'll get a hold of it as you
And
as we go.
30 is the cap for your deck in arena mode, or is that also the cap in non-arena mode?
Yeah, you have 30 cards in your deck in all modes.
And again, that's a cap, not a minimum?
That's both.
Okay.
I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can go in with decks lower than 30 in
I
constructed
can't
mode.
imagine it being lower. I don't
But
know.
in arena, you definitely have to get to 30. I think we're gonna do this Boulder Fist Ogre. The Wisp is really nice because it's 0 cost,
Super cheap,
but it's also
yeah.
1/1.
Yeah. And it doesn't have taunt or
But
anything. so it's
Ogre's
like-
real powerful. I mean, it's 6 attack and 7 health, so it's got a lot of the higher attack minions have low health, but this one doesn't. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, so we got that Spellbender secret again if we want it. We've got Blood Knight, which causes it basically gains attack and health if other people have Divine Shield, but that's really only good if we're going up against a Paladin. Or
Oh, I see.
because Paladin's like the class that uses Divine Shield a lot. Mountain Giant is pretty great. I need to have cards in my hand in order to play it, but
Right. But if it comes,
But
if you,
hopefully
if you,
that won't be a problem.
No.
I might just take this other secret again, though. I don't know.
It's always nice to be able to count on something coming up in your deck. You know. I mean that's
People in the chat seem to say that I should just take the secret again. So
yeah, I think so too. It's weird. I didn't know that you could only. have
people in the
two-
chat should also know that if you're expecting me to be good at this, please don't.
You're a champion, though. You're the world champion in Hearthstone.
Well, that's-
you're
yeah.
the Hearthstoner. That's what they call you.
Water Elemental's pretty good because it freezes any enemy that it attacks, and I have a lot of taunt already, so I don't think I necessarily need more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab that. Let's see here. Mana Worm gains +1 attack every time I cast a spell, but I don't have a ton of spells.
You don't. Yeah, you actually don't have a lot of spells right now.
right now.
'Cause Summoning.
We've still got a
minions,
lot to
that's-
go in this deck. Arcane
Summoning-
Explosion is a spell. I like Arcane Explosion, so let's just do that. This isn't a great choice, but Wolf Rider has charge, so I might do that.
And charge. What's charge do?
That lets you attack immediately after you play it.
Okay. Cool.
Bloodfen Raptor's not bad, but
No.
I mean, this is going to be the same effect. I'm going to get 3 damage out of it.
But it's a dinosaur.
That's a good point. Janine does bring in
Yeah.
a very important point. Dinosaurs are cool.
Ice Lance is kind of an interesting one. Basically, if character is not harmed, it just freezes them, does no damage. If a character is already frozen, it does 4 damage, which is pretty huge.
Abusive Sergeant.
If I can play Ice Lance with a Water Elemental, that's
Right,
that's
then you can
pretty
do stuff.
pretty solid. Sergeant is
Or
really
if you
good.
pulled 2 ice, if you could get another Ice Lance or another Water Elemental in to or any other freeze effects, right?
J Fabulous says, "Look, I might not understand Hearthstone, but I do understand booster pack opening. When does that happen? As soon as I lose 3 matches, which, let's be real, once I'm done constructing this deck, it's not
No, we're
going to
gonna
take
win.
very long."
We're gonna win. Don't worry. I see that the boar has beast at the bottom. Is that just like a keyword?
Yeah, so beasts are just certain types of creatures, and in particular, there's a lot of creatures that will have effects that only work on beasts.
Right.
It's really popular like in hunter decks. Hunters,
sure.
a lot of hunter abilities synergize with beasts. They they'll give beasts extra health or damage.
Got
Or
it.
like hunters have a great card that gives beasts taunt.
That's cool.
Yeah, so basically, if I was playing a hunter, I would be trying to grab as many beasts as I could. But
Sure.
yeah, choosing your deck does take a while. But this is also what I find to be like the most interesting part of arena mode. Probably because I don't put together good decks, so like I have fun like thinking about it, and then I actually get in and I'm like, oh, this doesn't actually work. I'm gonna take Ice Lance.
Yeah.
Mirror Image is
And then-
great.
And then you end up playing against people who don't always have the exact same like best deck for that class or whatever, right? Like you
Yeah.
could probably run into some cool, interesting stuff. So wait, what's mirror image do?
Mirror image is just one cost, gives you 2 taunt creatures. They can't attack unless you have a way of giving them attack, but
Right.
they just take some hits for you.
Mm-hmm.
I like Darkscale Healer a lot, but that doesn't necessarily work great with a mage deck. Works really well with like priests who are really healing heavy.
Right.
Reckless Rocketeer is really good. I actually might take the Darkscale Healer though, because I have a lot of 6s already, and I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Earthen Ring Farseer might not be bad. I guess that's like sort of. I'll take the whatever. Whatever. That's my approach to this.
These battle cry abilities only happen when they first come in. You can't
Yep.
then like
Battle cries are abilities that happen when you first lay the cards down. And there's really interesting. There are some characters that you can use to pull cards back into your hand.
that's
and
interesting.
That becomes really useful with cards with battle cries, because you can
Right.
play them, do the battle cry, then pull them back into your hand, and play them and do the battle cry again. I don't have a level 1 creature, so I might just take this Goldshire Footman to have.
Footman over the shield bearer, just so you can have something that does any damage, I guess.
Shield Bearer is not bad, but I already have those mirror images too.
What are those? What's the little white gem underneath shield bearer?
Tiger is really good. Stealth is good.
And tiger.
Sorry,
those gems?
what?
How does stealth work in this?
Stealth just means the creature can't be targeted when they're laid down until they attack,
okay.
until they come out of stealth, which they do by attacking.
What happens if? So here's a question. So you play tiger, right? What if you don't attack with it? What happens to the enemy's attack that turn?
They just can't. They can't attack the tiger.
What? Right, but so can they attack you? Oh, okay, right. It doesn't have taunt, so they
Yeah,
okay,
there's
I
no
got it.
taunt on it.
Yeah.
Stealth
I got it.
creatures can't have taunt, as far as I know. That
That
seems like
be-
it wouldn't
that would
make
be
any sense.
Completely.
Yeah.
Frost Nova's fantastic. Freezes all the enemies. We're gonna take that. Here's another taunt if we want it. Frostwolf Warlord is really great if you get a lot of minions out, because he has gains +1 attack and health for each minion that's currently on the battlefield. Dalaran Mage is really good for Mage though. Although,
Especially
do
if
we
you don't have that many spells right now. You freeze or whatever the frost. No, what was the
I have the Ice Lance.
ice lance?
I have
Right.
Arcane
that-
Explosion. That's a pretty good one.
And your ability is a spell. Your one damage thing.
That doesn't count. I don't think that gets buffed
Okay.
by these guys. Unfortunately.
Wait, doesn't Ice Lance only do damage if the target's already frozen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but that. Does spell damage +1 then? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works in this. Does spell damage +1 give all spells a +1 damage, or does it only give spells that are already doing damage +1 damage?
I think it's spells that are already doing damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would make more sense.
Card games are
Counterspell
weird.
seems like a pretty good secret.
Angry Chicken!
Angry Chicken is like, I love this card, but it's very gimmicky. It's like you have to have
He doesn't
abilities.
look angry, he just looks kind of like sad.
Well, he gets
defeated.
enraged. If he gets attacked and survives, he gains +5 attack.
Right.
But you have to have a way to keep him alive because he only has 1 health. So he's nothing we can really do to keep him alive as a mage.
That's
Nothing.
charming, but
Thomas just doesn't like Thomas. You don't have to watch this, man. We don't. We're gonna do Face Noir later. Just come back, man. Counterspell.
Spoilers.
It's a pretty good
Yeah,
secret.
get counterspell.
I'm gonna get that. Yeah.
That seems smart.
I could get
Jam Bomb's
another.
like Batman, or maybe Shaq Fu. No, it's Batman. It says Shaq Fu. So if you don't like card games, I'm just saying.
Duder McBrien says, "Wow, Counterspell is the exact same as the Magic the Gathering equivalent. It's also pretty much the exact same as Counterspell in World of Warcraft." So,
And D&D and like yeah.
we could get another Stranglethorn Tiger, or we could get this zero cost Wisp. I'm torn. I could go either way on this.
Your early games like right now I'm all of my old like senses are tingling for like you need early game stuff, you need stuff that's cheap.
Stranglethorn Titer, it is.
Great. That's okay. I mean, again, the other thing there though is I think that's good because now that's a thing that you can count on happening twice. Like that's a little bit more of a percentage chance.
Art
that
Attack
going up.
says, please stop taking high cost cards.
Yeah, that's
No.
yeah.
No.
Art is the person who I used to play card games with, so if
Art.
I'm having this response,
I'm not going to
Art-
stop. You
Art
can't
must be
stop
fucking-
me.
Art used to play like the fastest decks of whatever it was we were playing. So
Ice Barrier seems really good.
So for this one-
one,
Bouillabaisse Bodyguard is actually a great taunt, but I think we're doing fine on taunt right now.
Yeah.
Ice Barrier is really nice. I like that +8 armor, but Arcane Intellect is great. And
Card draw always.
the thing that I discover the more that I play of this game is like having card draw abilities helps so fucking much. Like just having tons and tons of cards available is the best thing you can do. I would love another Arcane Explosion, but I kind of think Spellbreaker might be a better choice here because having Silence is really helpful. That allows you to take abilities, strip abilities off of an enemy card, and having that option when you need it is very useful.
yeah.
Let's do another Arcane Intellect. Looks great.
What's that do again?
That's the card draw.
Okay. Yeah.
Acolyte of Pain is pretty good. Ironbeak Owl would be another Silence. Cone of Cold is great though. That freezes people.
Oh, which again hooks back up into Ice
Yeah.
Lance. If
Yep.
you can freeze something.
Absolutely. Could get the Ice Barrier here. I could get another
Expensive
mirror
deck.
image. I have a lot. I might get another mirror image.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some extra taunt.
Mm-hmm.
Frost Nova or Frostbolt? I think Frostbolt. I have a Frost Nova already, and having one that does a little more damage would be good. I already have one Lord of the Arena, but I don't really like Murlocs.
You can't listen.
I just like it's not like
get it.
let me explain. It's not that I
get
think
it.
they're bad cards. I just like as a race.
Right. You're
Yeah.
right. You should get that Murloc Tidehunter. Is what you should get.
Ugh.
I think it's gross too. I understand.
It does summon an extra card. That's nice. And
Yes.
you're freaking out about my low cost
I am,
stuff.
but
Yeah, I'll
Frostley
get
seems
it.
to know what the fuck he's talking about, and he thinks that drafting Murlocs is bad. I don't know why.
It kind of. I don't like Murlocs very much. I don't know. Unless you like build your whole deck around Murlocs, which is pretty impossible to do in the arena. They're not
yeah.
great. Silvermoon Guardian
Oh,
is
that-
pretty good.
Yeah.
Argent Squire is not bad. I think the Silvermoon
Argent Squire is
Guardian
nice with that.
is probably what I
Yeah,
want.
they're both pretty neat. What's oh right, so mana in this or whatever the economy thing is called over the currency, you just get one more every turn, is that right? Is that how
Yeah,
it works?
that's correct. You get one more available to you every turn. So you start with one available. Next turn you have two available, so on up to 10.
Gross.
Yeah.
So yeah,
These
so these
Murlocs
are the type of Murloc
Those
cards.
anglerfish style Murlocs. Those are
So
gross.
this
I don't
Cold
like-
Light Seer, this is the type of card you need if you want to make an all Murloc deck. The problem
Right,
is it gives all other Murlocs +2 health. That includes
Including enemy ones.
Murlocs. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not. I've seen people do all Murloc decks. It's not for me.
How expensive is that Oracle? 3?
No, I think.
You do that assassin? That stealthy badass
And
assassin?
the other thing is this Oracle's the same deal. It's
Yeah,
2 cards for
that's-
both players. So
Oh, I didn't even yeah.
there's
wow.
no real advantage
Fuck
from.
Murlocs. That's
But Ravenholt Assassin's really good. I actually like that card a lot.
Hey.
All right, this isn't. I don't think this is a half bad deck. I know nobody in the chat will agree. But yeah, Thomas asks, Phil, is the scantily clad young lady in the lower left corner your avatar, or is that generic mage avatar? That is Jaina Proudmoore. She is a mage in World of Warcraft lore, and she is the mage in this game.
God, somebody
each
hasn't
class-
read the Wikia.
Jesus, how dare you? Each class has a specific character who you play as when you're playing that class. Okay, let's. I don't think this is a half bad deck though. I think, look at the mana curve. That's actually a really nice. Let me actually hold on one second, you guys. I forgot about one thing that I wanted to do.
Is the wolf rider riding a wolf, or is it some sort of wolf man riding something? Or is it a wolf man riding a wolf?
I don't
Oh, that would be fucked.
understand what you're saying. I don't understand anything. Okay, I was trying to turn on mouse, but I don't know how to on DX Story. So whatever. You guys can't see my mouse. I'm sorry. I'll try and figure that out later. Yeah, this is a nice mana curve. This is like very, very even. All right, we're gonna find an opponent. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna lose 3 in a row, and then we're gonna open a deck of cards.
Excited.
Nice. This is just the Price is Right.
Ty says, Phil, I think this is a good deck, although I've only played for like 5 hours, so you know. Good enough for me.
You asked for it.
This is actually a really good starting
Is this a good
hand.
matchup?
No, just my 3 initial card picks. I think I'm going to keep them all. I'm taking on Grunky. Your buddy and mine, Grunky. I'm going to start and
Looks
just...
good, Bronx.
I think I might just throw out this mirror image, just get the taunts out there right away.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, let's do it. Frostly says I'm consistently getting 8 to 9 wins in arena.
I'm
Fuck.
Frostily. I'm good at video games.
Fuck.
I'm smart. All the ladies love me.
I can throw out unverifiable statistics.
Oh, good. We have an Arcane Intellect for next round. That'll be nice.
I beat Obama in Hearthstone last night. He wasn't very good. He was playing a split deck.
Nothing to do this round, so I'm just gonna Fire Blast this Priest. I'm actually probably like Priest is probably my best class for constructed stuff, but
What's Priest's class ability?
they just heal for 2 health.
Themselves or minions?
Both, whoever they choose.
That's useful.
So like I just did that 1 damage and he just healed it off.
Yeah, but he spent that too,
Yep.
right? Like that's.
All right, let's draw some cards.
I guess that means he probably had nothing better to do though.
Cool. Yeah. All right. That's not bad. I think next round we can play this Silver Moon Guardian. Start doing actual damage.
Give me a quest.
Oh, questing adventure is bad. We want to get that off the board
What is it?
right away. So basically, every time he plays a
That's
card,
Fucked.
they get +1 attack and health, and that can get out of control real fast.
Yeah. Holy shit. Especially if his deck is cheap.
I could just go silence it right away.
Tell me how silence works again.
It just,
Is it just-
takes away whatever's written. The text on their card gets deleted, basically.
Okay, that
and they
is
just
what
become-
happened. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna silence it. This
about it.
guy becomes a threat real quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Your magic shall not save
it feels like I'm wasting my silence to use it this early on.
No.
But that is a really, really scary card.
Plus, whatever you're getting 4 damage out. You know,
Yeah.
a 4 attack power thing, right? Like,
Yeah, I can actually like kill him and keep this card alive.
Is someone
Yeah.
injured?
Northshire Cleric is
oh wow, that's also. I didn't realize that it would. Not only did you silence it from preventing it from going forward, it actually removes those buffs that it already had
Yep.
accrued. That's great.
Northshire Cleric is also a really potentially terrifying card because it allows them to draw a card anytime they heal.
Oh wow,
but-
Jesus.
That's a lot harder to make work for you in an arena deck. In constructed decks, that's terrifying. But
What to do?
let's get this guy out.
shall not perish.
And I could, yeah. There's no reason. I don't need to do anything here. I'll just wait. Oh shit!
Wait.
Shadow Word Pain got rid of that immediately. That sucks.
Oof.
That's a really good priest. The priest has
That's
a couple
cool.
of Shadow Word spells, and those are really good
Mhm.
because they're just instant kills.
Are we all like board management stuff? Do they have any direct damage spells, or is it all just damage to minion spells?
They have a couple direct damage spells, but it's mostly board management stuff like that.
I should
Oh,
notice the little
yeah.
card pockets on the side of the table.
Yeah, those are really great.
Oh shit. So
Yeah,
he
the-
did Mind Vision, which pulled a card from my hand into his hand, and then he did Arcane Explosion, which was the card he pulled from my hand.
Jesus.
That dick.
That was a dick move.
I guess we'll throw this
But you're-
Sunwalker out.
Yeah, your economy is rolling now. I think you're getting there.
I have more cards, so I'm doing okay. I just want to get rid of this Cleric as soon as possible so he doesn't start getting
Right.
card draw from that.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah, Scotty says the sweet spot for fighting any competent priest is have a creature with an attack of 4, which the Sunwalker does, because
Right.
basically their Shadow Word Pain can instantly kill any creature with an attack of 3 or lower. Shadow Word Death instantly kills any creature with an attack of 5 or higher. But if you have a creature that's 4, dead on, they can't do anything to instantly
That's
kill it.
interesting.
Can you... So I have a question about the Cleric healing ability. Can you use that ability on something that isn't hurt yet? Or can you only use
It
it...
has to be. They have to be hurt.
Okay, good. You can tell that I wrote that I've played against assholes in card games.
Oh man, I got this Flame Strike. I could just clear out their board. I'm kind of tempted to just do that. 'Cause they got a lot of cards out, and this would just clear everything.
There's a lot of long-term
not a good
dangerous
call.
shit there.
Yeah.
And it's all 4 health or lower, so it would just all die. Fuck it.
And then you hit for 4.
Yeah. And I
okay.
still have that Divine Shield. I don't have to lose that.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
That's really good.
That seems like a excellent move. I really do think we've said this a lot, but like the little animations and
Yeah.
everything in this game, they add quite a lot.
Jay Fabulously says the effects they made for drawing cards, playing cards, attacking, defending, etc. are all really perfect, and they have just the right amount of whimsy to express the friendly nature of a card game. They do. They keep it really a lot more. I think friendly is a really good word there. Like, it isn't aggressive. You know, it's definitely still has like the tenor of moving a card across the table onto your friend's card. You know.
They're also not like overly subtle. Like
Yeah.
in a lot of card game, well, more so older ones than the ones being made now, but card game sort of video games, there's this habit to sort of play everything down and make it feel more analog, but like you're playing this on a computer for a reason.
Yeah.
Because like take advantage of the fact that it's not actual paper cards to
Totally.
do some cool shit.
Nice.
So I just wanted to get that creature off the board
Yep,
because
that
that's a creature that it has a lot of health, but can take some hits. Each time it takes damage and enrages, it gets higher attack.
Right. So the quicker you get rid of it, the
Yeah.
better. Which is also why you hit it first with your paladin lady or whatever she is.
The
with divine
Sunwalker,
shield.
yeah. Although I had the Divine Shield,
Oh,
so
you had
yeah,
the shield,
it
so
didn't really matter either way.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
Jay Fabulously says the Magic the Gathering game totally doesn't get that idea, Janine. Oh
Is
shit!
it-
Mind controlled my Sunwalker. That's
Oh shit.
dick move. Mind control is also that mind control always every time.
Cost 8.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's high
That's a
cost,
lot.
but it's
Yeah. But understandably, right?
I guess I could throw out one of these secrets now. I wish I'd had Counterspell out before,
Yeah, that would
but
have been nice.
I didn't.
Certainly.
I actually didn't have it. I don't think yet.
I wonder.
Yeah. Let's just do that. And I don't think I'm gonna attack the Sunwalker yet. I'm gonna let him have to do a move.
So after you've gone through your deck, do the cards just get reshuffled through, or what?
No, actually, if you
Okay.
get down, I actually had the first game ever earlier today that I've played where I got down to none.
Okay.
You start each turn. You don't draw cards anymore, and each turn you get fatigue, which hurts you for 1 more damage each turn.
Okay.
Which is bad.
That's bad news.
What
That's
do
an
I
interesting
wanna
way
do
to
here?
resolve that, though.
It's not instant kill the way I don't know, maybe that's not even the case anymore in Magic, but I know ages ago that was.
This isn't great. I'm gonna
What to do?
shoot a fireball. Oh man, this is not gonna work out very well.
Yes, took a turn.
Yeah, okay. I got it. Freeze him. Get rid of these guys. Shoot a fireball to take care of him. There we go.
Freeze keeps them from attacking. Is
Yeah,
that how
from
freeze works?
the next turn they won't be able to. This guy won't be able to attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see what you did. That's a good idea. How many secrets can you have out at once? Just the one?
Thomas says it's interesting that neither Phil nor his opponents seem very aggressive. That is why I would suck at these games. I mean, aggressive can work really well sometimes. It just depends. With my current deck, with the draws I've been getting, I've had to be countering more often than being aggressive.
Well, polymorph the fuck
I
out of
was
that.
gonna say, I feel like polymorph was really well timed.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to use that. But I still have this jerk light spawn to take care of.
Yeah.
Were you asking a question, Austin? You were asking something.
Yeah, how, you can only have one secret at a time? Is that true?
Yes,
Can you only have one secret in play at a time?
No, I can have as many secrets as I want.
So
So
you
I
could also
actually,
drop Spellbender.
think I am going to throw out Spellbender right now.
I know this is going to sound like this is a shock, you guys, but I really desperately wish that there was a video game version of Netrunner, the super good cyberpunk card game, which one side of the play relies heavily on like the kind of secret
Are
mechanism.
you into cyberpunk stuff at all?
Yeah, you could say that I like casually. I kind of like
Oh, jeez,
cyberpunk stuff.
this is awful. I have nothing. Ugh.
Yeah, you kind of emptied your hand. Oh fuck, another spellbender. That's not.
Yeah, that's not
Sucked. That sucked quite a bit.
not helpful.
Well, you can.
Yeah, I can only play one of each secret, so
You know.
it obviously wouldn't help me to play a second Spellbender.
Nope.
Yeah,
Kid
and this
Fox,
is
yeah.
for those who, if this is your first time watching Hearthstone, this is a rather slow moving round. It does not always move quite this slow, but we've been pretty evenly matched, and just a lot of like me trying to take control back of the board very poorly, apparently. This sort of helps a little bit. It's a start, I guess. Ugh.
Jordan, you should probably not try to sneak in Act 2 of Kentucky Route Zero because there are bits of it where you want to really take your time and let yourself be a little
Oh
lost.
god, yeah.
That game is great. That's one of my favorite things this year by far.
That one section in Act 2 is,
Mhm.
if you're trying to rush it, probably the worst thing in the world. And if
And
you're
you
not
will.
trying to rush it,
Oh,
really
nice.
great.
My counter spell got rid of that. Tried to silence, which would have gotten rid of the stealth.
Nice. That's good job, Counterspell.
Oh man, he had a Frost Nova for me. He'd stolen that from my hand. Fucking priests.
Yeah, this is not going great.
Priests. That's why I like playing as priests. Those they have a lot of like really frustrating
Yeah.
gimmicks.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, cool. I took that
that's-
buff from him.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's something, I guess.
This is going wrong, though.
Who asked me about that? Was it JFab? JFab asked how Netrunner is. Netrunner is fucking rad as hell, because it is like the big selling point besides badass cyberpunk shit is that it's asymmetrical. It's like deeply different whether you're playing as a runner or playing as a corporation. The corporation is.
Oh, I think I'm
has-
dead. Yeah, I am. I wasn't
this
even
is-
paying
this
enough
is-
attention.
I'm sorry.
No,
This
it's all
is-
right.
You were down to 8, and I was a little concerned. But yeah, JFab. So one side plays the corporation, and they get they score points by having things like by achieving things over the course of a few turns, and they have a lot of cards that are face down, and the runner side can attack any of the face down cards on the corpse side, including their discard pile, their draw pile, and their hand. So they can like destroy cards from the opponent's hand, and like this whole idea of privacy and controlling property and stuff works really well in that setting, and then like it's just a cool game.
I'm against a priest again.
Maybe this priest will have a shittier deck.
I really would appreciate that. Yeah, Lumberjack says they think they would play Priest if they were playing this. Priest is a pretty good class. Like I said, I think I genuinely, despite the fact that I got beat last time and will probably get beat this time, I genuinely do think Priests are probably better at Constructed than in Arena. Just because there are so many, like, combinations you can set up that you can set up reliably.
You can count on. What's that 0 cost card that you have? The coin.
That's you get that if you go second, and it just gives you an extra mana crystal for 1 turn.
That's useful. I like that there is. I didn't notice this before. This is the first time I noticed it from watching games. I like that the place setting here is different. That there's like that.
Yeah.
The blue thing at the bottom, and then like the griffin or whatever.
There's a couple different settings, and you can like actually mess with them. So like, I'm gonna break this window. I'm gonna break all these windows.
Oh, that's really cool.
They're just little like distractions when you're waiting for people to play their hand, I guess.
It's smart.
This Demolisher is a really shitty card to have on the other side because it at the start of your turn randomly deals 2 damage. So that can start kind of like just taking things out. I think I might have lost Austin, maybe? I don't even know anymore.
Maybe he's just on an adventure.
I could use the coin, do a Frostbolt this turn, get it down to 1 health. It'll probably take this taunt out next turn, but then I could use a Fire Blast to finish it off. I think I'm gonna do that. Thomas, the Fireball costs 2 mana. All of the player abilities cost 2 mana. It's basically just something to ensure that you have something you can do, even if you have no cards to play. Ah, fuck! He healed. I forgot it's a priest.
Welcome back.
I missed you. I missed you. Thanks. Oh, fuck.
I wonder.
Shit. This is not... I'm gonna play this Water Elemental.
What to do? It freezes anything that attacks it, right? Right.
Yeah.
I've got a huge...
It looks like they're just gonna get rid of it real quickly.
Wait, does that machine, whatever, did that just not count as freezing it? What happened? Or what is attacking it?
No, the beginning of the turn, it randomly deals 2 damage to an enemy. That's not an actual attack. It's just like a thing that it does.
See, this is shit like that is why I keep asking weird questions about game rules, is because like fucking card games are all about that shit. Figuring out how to loophole past abilities and stuff like that.
Job done.
JFab, JFab says, I really like that there's no land to tap or play, even the resources are just constant and just always pushing forward. I don't know if this is why they did this, but it's a really nice fit for a game that will be played on tablets. Getting rid of steps, getting rid of usability steps to increase usability is just like a really smart thing to do when designing games for tablets. I play a bunch of board games on my iPad, and the best ones are the ones that are designed with that in mind and kind of remove steps from play that would normally exist on the board game format that like just drag otherwise, and it's really frustrating when people leave those steps in. That like sometimes you have to figure a way to change the design a little bit, but like I don't want to have to just hit. I just don't want to hit a button that says "okay" every turn, for instance, in a board game. You know.
Man, I just don't want to. I don't want to play against fucking priests anymore.
It says that I played a very stressful period of Legend of the Five Rings. That's why I sound so scared. It's true. Scarred, scared. Listen, both. God, that was a fucking dumb game. We played at a dumb time. It's a cool game if you like fantasy samurai that have, you know, magic katanas and shit, which I know you do.
Should I polymorph or should I pull out the spellbreaker? I feel like I want to hold on to the spellbreaker a little longer.
What's the spellbreaker do?
That's the silence.
Oh.
Probably morph that whatever the fuck's in the middle there.
Yeah.
Or you can morph the thing that's doing 2 damage to you every turn, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Too late.
will it
It's 2
still
damage every
do the
turn,
2
but like
damage,
that
or-
guy did like that guy could do 6 damage anytime.
Right, that's true.
Scotty says I'm gonna get overrun. Probably, unless I get super lucky and suddenly get like a fucking fire strike, which is not looking like, or flame strike, which isn't looking super likely. Unfortunately, there's not much I can be doing.
I hear you got a problem.
I don't have enough mana.
Ah, fuck.
This is tough. Oh fuck! Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That it can hit the stealth character because it's just assigning damage randomly. It's not targeting.
If I play another game against a priest after this, I'm gonna be so pissed. Earlier I did an arena run as a rogue that was actually going really well. I think I had 3 wins and 0 losses.
Oh, that's good.
And then suddenly did 3 matches in a row against druids where I just got destroyed. Oh my god. Mountain giant, no. I'm fucking dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Yeah, you still have 21 health, but that might as well be.
No, I
10.
have 11 health.
There it is. Yeah, that's next turn.
Fuck.
Yeah, Jesus.
Problem solved.
Thomas asks if each class has an opposing class that's especially well suited to defeating them.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna kill me now.
in general,
Jesus.
in well-balanced card games, you might have one class or one style of deck that is especially well suited to play another style. But normally and hopefully, those are just divided among the class line. Like
I don't think, at least as far as I've been able to figure out, it's not necessarily like certain classes that immediately and see. Look, I told you it's gonna be 0-3. This is sad.
wait, what do you get to put another priest?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from my experience, it's not necessarily divided along class lines so much. Particularly, like, it seems like in Arena, maybe more so, because it's so random. But in constructed decks, there's always like, there's counters you can create for everything if you're thinking ahead and if you've got enough cards.
And if you know how people are playing a certain thing, if you're familiar with the meta, as the kids say. What's the kids say, right?
Okay, well, it's not a priest, so
It's a hunter.
so this is usually I would throw out a 7, but I think I'm gonna hold on to this flame strike because I would really like to have that for later, just in case. I don't want to put it back into the deck and just hope that I draw it again. And
Do hunters, this is a complete guess, do hunters have lots of small creatures, or are they horde decks? Like, what do they do?
yeah, I mean, like I said, hunters are very beast based. they want to be pulling on beasts as much as possible. There's a little bit of a glitch here. This card's just hanging out, but
Oh, that's
you know
weird.
what? We're just going to let that happen.
Yeah, Art says, and this is kind of a general rule of card games, that blitz beats control, beats beatdown, beats blitz. And, like, ideally, that sort of division doesn't just happen along class lines or clan or whatever the division is in a game.
Yeah, I
So
don't know what
ideally,
I don't know what the fuck any of that means.
fast decks beat decks that aim to control things, and games that are and decks that aim to have like lots of big strong cards beat decks that have lots of like quick stuff. Like that's, and hopefully, and I think this is the way from what I've seen with Hearthstone, that it isn't just like, oh, you have a mage, that means that your deck is a blitz deck. Like it looks like you can design different deck styles even among the different classes, which is super important.
Yeah, I
to
think
create
that's
a healthy environment.
I think that is the case. I'm getting like perfect. I have like stuff to play every single round here. This is not going badly at all.
Time for killing.
Frostly
Looks like
says
intellect
Frostly says in Hearth right now it's beatdown or blitz. Control is kind of meh. I mean, I think there are certain classes where control can work really well. In fact, Mage I think is one of them where you can have a lot of control, but you kind of, I mean, like it's all sort of, you have to be kind of lucky to a certain degree, right? It's all in what cards you actually end up pulling, which can make it difficult. Thomas asks, each class gets a deck. Does that mean there are shared cards for all classes, or each gets a unique deck, or a mix? It's a mix. There are class-specific cards, and then there are cards that are all classes. And you get to kind of choose. When you're constructing a deck, you get to choose which you want to use. Alright, my taunt is gone, so I think I'm going to pull out this taunt.
What's that 1/7 do? Is it just a 1/7 that
Which-
the enemy has?
where
That the
what?
dude has?
Oh yeah,
That's
it's just a taunt creature that
Has a lot of health.
just has a lot of health, yeah. Which makes him kind of annoying. But I can freeze him, which doesn't really help.
Yeah, not super.
When I lose my last round, which could be this one, I'll get a deck, a booster pack, whatever you want to call it, and I will open that, and we will see some cards that are both class specific and all class shared cards. Let's do this. So this Azure Drake is actually a pretty powerful thing, but
Well, it's sparkling, so that must mean something.
it's plus spell damage. Although for a hunter that doesn't do too much.
I think the wolf is also giving everyone +1 attack or something.
Only other beasts.
Okay.
Okay. And dragons are not beasts.
Yeah, so Drake does not count. He counts as
That's
a
good.
dragon, which I actually didn't realize dragons were their own class until just now. But there you go. Yeah, let's take that guy out just to get rid of him. Let's throw on counterspell. Sure. Let's call that a turn.
Mr. Alive again wants to know if you're on the North American server.
I am indeed. Oh, I played my counterspell. What did I don't know what he was trying to play because I was looking at the chat.
I'll tell you. Deadly shot, destroy a random enemy minion.
Oh, perfect. That's
Oh.
not bad.
Good.
Not bad
So
to
you don't-
avoid that.
So then secrets just play themselves then. You don't have to say, okay, I confirm
Yeah,
I
whatever
want to
the
use this.
whatever
Yep.
the condition
Okay.
met. I just realized this guy's name is Chrono Trig.
Yeah.
Trigger.
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 Um,
Triggy.
Trigger. Chrono Trigger. What happens if you have multiple secrets out that could trigger off of the same thing? Does the first one you played go, or?
I want to say it's the first one you play is go, or maybe both? That doesn't make sense with some cases. I think it's just the first one. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's just the first one you play triggers, and then the next one waits until the next time they do that.
Okay. Yeah, Frostly confirms. Yeah, Mr. Alive again. You should probably do what that message says and just wait a few minutes and then.
So this
Really?
Yeah.
this Thrallmar Farseer has Wind Fury, which means we want to kill him because it means he can attack twice in a row. So it says he has 2 damage, but he can actually do 4, and potentially do it on different creatures, which would be bad. So we're gonna take care of him. We are gonna play this Sunwalker to get some taunt back out. Start attacking the hunter. This isn't going too bad for me. Not as bad as the other rounds did immediately. I have a lot of cards to choose from right now. I still have the coin, which is I usually don't hold on to for this long, but could come in handy at some point theoretically. He just played the Oasis Snapjaw, which is a pretty useless creature. Ah, that's
So
why.
it's
He has the
ugly.
Master Swordsmith. I wasn't paying attention to that. I gotta get rid of that. So Master Swordsmith randomly gives creatures +1 attack. So obviously we need to... Oh, boy. Welp. Never mind. That went poorly. I could waste my Divine Shield on him, but I'd rather not, so I think I'm just gonna Frostbolt him. Fuck it.
Justice shall prevail.
I still have so much stuff. Let me play this Ravenholt Assassin.
I hear you got a problem.
I still have a Polymorph in the hand, so if he has some sort of big crazy creature that he gets, because he has 10 mana now, so he can play pretty much anything.
Can you use? I guess you can, right? Like if you spend some of your mana, you can use the coin
Oh,
to get.
he just gave up. All right.
Oh, hey.
He knew what was coming. Alright, so hey, at this arena run, I at least have 1 win. So that makes me less depressed. Let's keep going, I guess.
It's kind of silly.
Yeah, I mean, things weren't looking in his favor. He really was low on cards. He must have known that that I was about to destroy him. Something Dumb says I haven't even played Arena. I suggest giving it a shot. It's really, like, it's fun, even though I suck at it, and as you guys are seeing. Vorpal says Mage comes across as very standard playstyle. Yeah, so Mage is actually the one they have you play for the tutorials, so it's very, like, it's sort of the basics.
What's Paladin's deal?
What's that?
What's Paladin? What's the Paladin ability? And
Oh, Paladins have Reinforce, which just summons a 1/1 creature, which isn't bad. That's not a half bad hero ability. Luckily, I have my Fire Blast, so I can always take rid of, like, kill that creature pretty much immediately if I need to.
Hot Sauce says, "Ugh, this dude's name." Yup.
Oh, good. Yeah, I did not see. Well,
You didn't even spell paparazzi right. I don't think. No, he certainly didn't.
Maybe that's his
shocked.
name. Maybe his name is Paparazzi. Paparazzi.
Yep, that's probably it. Oh, man.
I want to know how you got 5 cards to start. I'm guessing because you went second. That's the ring.
Yeah. So you get 3 cards,
Yep.
plus you pull 1 on your first turn, plus if you go second, you get the coin, which is the one that just gives you 1 extra mana crystal. So this Alarmabot, I think I need to take care of right away. The way the Alarmabot works is it randomly swaps something in his hand out. If he had like a really high-level creature, it could pick that, and that would
Oh,
be
jeez.
really shitty. So we're just gonna kill that.
That's crazy.
I guess I'm gonna kill this reinforcement. And I don't think I have anything else to play right now. Okay. Oh, man. Yikes. Alright. He just cleared my board using
That's all right.
Consecration. I didn't have anything big out, so it wasn't a huge deal, but, you know, still kind of sucks. I got Mirror Image immediately, so just get those taunts right back out. And I'm going to...
Consecration also hit you. I didn't... That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, some spells do, some don't. But Consecration is definitely one that does. I played that Spellbender secret, so hopefully he'll cast a spell at some point. There are some good buffs he has, so if he tried casting a buff, that would be ideal, because then it would instead buff the creature that I get.
But it summons,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Consecration's a pretty solid spell.
I really like Spellbender. That's like, that's a really good counter because, you know, it's not just a counter that you would use. It's not just that it prevents him from debuffing your guys, killing your guys, or you know, buffing his own guys. It's that it also could give you the benefit. Like that's a really useful version of a counter.
Yeah, I completely agree. So he pulled out a minion here that gave one of his minions a Divine Shield. But it's not a very powerful minion either way, so it's not... Alright, now he pulled out an Abomination, which is actually a pretty tough taunt. And the worst part about Abomination is you want to kill it as quickly as possible because it's pretty tough, and because it's taunt,
Oh, fuck.
but also it deals 2 damage when it dies.
Can you silence it?
I could, but the other thing is, the nice thing is it deals 2 damage to everything.
Ooh.
So like it will take out all of his guys.
It would.
So
yeah.
I could do that. I could give this guy up, throw out another taunt, and you know he's gonna.
I have a question.
His guys are gonna get cleared. Fuck it.
Wait, what happens?
Oh shit.
So
he had a secret.
Oh,
Balls.
that sucks. How is damage calculated? Is damage calculated at the same time, or is there an order of damage dealing? So if you attack him with a 4/5 and he's a 4/4, does your 4 damage kill him before he can hit that 4 back on you, or does
It's
do
both at the same
groups?
time.
Okay, so it's simultaneous. Okay.
Well, that didn't go as planned. At this point, I might silence him now. I think that might be.
Yeah.
That was such a great.
You can
That would have worked perfectly, but I think I'm gonna silence him because fuck
you
it.
don't want to lose your dude.
Silence him in Frost Nova.
Okay. Yeah.
Does someone want to ban that
I got
bot?
it.
Thank you.
Sorry. My bad, guys. I'm full screen on Hearthstone, so I can read all these sweet cards with a Z.
I am not a morning person.
Oh, he has full minions out now. He has 6 minions, which is the most that you can have. I really would love to get my Flame Strike. That would be so good. Let's see here. Okay, what are the biggest threats? Emperor Cobra we want to get rid of right away because this instantly destroys anything it attacks. Which is just like a shitty thing. So I'm gonna...
Yeah, it's really good. Jeez.
And then... This guy has the next highest damage, so we'll get rid of him. And then we will... throw our... Fen Creeper out. Fireball the Simp. Oh shit, I should have fireballed this guy. That was a dumb choice. Oh well.
These are the way you. This is how you learn. It's how you learn. So,
J Fabulous said, "Can't you just kill the Abomination and then fireball the Cobra?"
yeah, it was silenced. You forgot. that it
Oh
was
yeah,
silenced.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say my fireball wouldn't have done enough damage, but yeah. All right.
I love the way you can see the enemy thinking. your opponent thinking by moving their cards around and stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice.
How they like look through their hand and stuff too is great.
Ah, he's got a weapon. Really powerful weapon.
Talk to me about weapons, Phil. Phil.
It's a card that you equip, and
Talk to me about weapons.
different ones do different things. In this case, his weapon does 4 damage. It has 2 durability, so you can use it twice.
Wait, Phil, slower. Talk to me about weapons slower.
And it restores 2 health whenever he does it, so...
This isn't fun when you don't play along. This is what I told our counselor. You're just not into it anymore. I get it. I just wish you would admit it.
If I do Lord of the Arena, he's gonna kill it pretty quickly.
It's just ignoring me now. This is great. You want to know why I spend time with Jim? This is why.
Let's not get into it, Austin.
It's because you know that when people hear it, they'll see that you're the bad guy.
Art Attack says, Blizzard's games just drip. We have tons of WoW money pouring in. Yeah. To be fair, I think they probably already have a good amount of money from this pouring in. Oh, this is not... Ugh. Ugh.
No, you're alright.
Things aren't looking great.
No, you still have half as much HP as he does. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. Horrible Femme, it sounds like you get a pack to open, so get ready for that. Is there anything else special that happens when the arena run is done?
No, not really. Not really.
Reporting for duty. The gates are open.
Oh, Jesus. He has a taunt also.
Yeah.
That same really good taunt that I have. And he is not casting any spells, which I don't appreciate. Let's see here.
I hear you got a problem.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel. Job done.
Alright, I can at least survive one more round, I think, but this is not looking good.
You're just gonna concede.
I'm not gonna concede yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna see how this round goes. If I get some, like, really lucky, incredible card draw, and he didn't get anything, then maybe...
Maybe his computer will break.
Maybe he was... Yeah, maybe his
true.
internet goes out, and he
We
disconnects.
should, have I ever told you guys about that plan in EVE?
Oh.
My favorite stories about EVE Online ever?
Well, I got a polymorph. That's not...
That's good. Can you polymorph him directly to make him a 1/1? There was this is back when Titans were just being rolled out in EVE. One of the Goonswarm allies had this plan where they knew who piloted the enemy Titan, and so they found out where he lived and had put a plan in motion to cut his power at the start of the battle, so that his Titan would vanish and they'd win. And they were ready to do it when their secondary plan, which was to hack into his personal computer and find something incriminating about him, succeeded, and they found out that he was secretly a CCP employee, and used that and outed him so that he couldn't participate anymore.
I'm dead.
Well played.
EVE is crazy.
Well... That didn't go great.
It's alright, you get a pack now.
I got Golden Arcane Intellect for hitting level 15 as a mage.
What's that do?
It's just a golden card. It's a rare card.
Oh, that's
It's
neat.
Arcane Intellect I already have. It doesn't do anything special. Alright, so we're gonna see what rewards I get for winning one whole fight. You get to see some more crazy animations.
Nice.
15 coins, 5 arcane dust, 10 coins,
Oh, this is such a good
10
animation.
coins.
This is the best.
Smoke.
and here's a booster deck.
Boxes.
Look at these boxes.
Chow. Into it.
All right, now let's open this pack, see what we get.
Is that Jar of Sparkles?
Fairy Dragon, which is a pretty good card. I don't think I had previously, so that's good.
It's weird that the packs look like they're in the world of WoW.
They
World
look
of Warcraft,
kind
you
of
mean.
like
The world
like
of the World of
wallets
Warcraft.
you would get at BlizzCon.
Explosive Trap is a hunter-specific card. Ooh. I got an epic, but it's this shaman card that is like probably the shittiest epic in the game.
Oh.
It basically, you draw a card, and then you can play that card for 3 less mana than it normally costs, but it's totally random, right? It depends on
Yeah.
if you draw a card that normally costs 8, then it's kind of cool.
I could see that being useful in a deck that's built around
If
card
you draw
draw.
a
but, like,
card that costs like 1, do you get mana?
I
No.
don't think so.
no. It doesn't say.
It probably just
It
makes
said-
it cost 0.
Cheap.
Soul of the Forest is a good druid card, though. This isn't too bad. Except for Farsight, which is awful. Fuck you, Kyle.
What did Kyle do?
You
What?
just tried challenging me.
You should fucking beat Kyle's ass. What are you doing?
We're going to play Face Noir now.
Oh, that's better.
I'm actually going to stop the stream quick, but we're going to start again in a minute and play Face Noir because I hate myself.
Beat Kyle at Face Noir.
Vorpal Femme
That's
asks, what's
okay,
the weirdest class to play as? I mean, so as you can see here, literally the only class I have not touched at all is Warlock. I think Warlock's one of the hardest, and the reason is their class ability is literally they hurt themselves, they take damage, but it allows them to draw an extra card.
Oh.
And that, it just seems like, I mean, like, I think you can be really, really good as a Warlock, but a lot of their abilities are like that. They have a lot of, like, summons that, like, you summon a demon and it randomly destroys a card from your deck. Or, like, other weird things like that, which just seems like difficult to wrap your head around.
Yeah. The good news is that means that if you wrap your head around it, then it can also be kind of difficult for your opponents to wrap their heads around, which means...
Yeah, and to be fair, like you can see here, I literally have not played Warlock at all. I've just
Right.
watched other people play it, so like maybe once I actually start playing, it wouldn't be that difficult. It just
Yeah.
scares me as a concept, so I haven't really touched it.
A lot of concepts scare me, Phil. Don't worry about it.
I feel like Shaman can be a little bit difficult as well. There's a lot of stuff with like totems that I haven't totally got a grasp on, but they can be really powerful too. But other than that, I don't know. Nothing has struck me as particularly weird. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. We're gonna stop the stream quick. We'll be back in a little bit. Stay with us. Watch some Face Noir. Before we go, why don't we, just for the sake of anybody who isn't going to be sticking with us, tell people who we are. Austin, you start.
Hey guys, I'm Austin Walker. You can find me at Austin_Walker, the Calcutech on Twitch, and at ClockworkWorlds.com.
And I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart. That's bleeding BLEATINGHEART. On Twitter and Twitch and YouTube.
Cool. And my name is Phil Kohler. I'm twitter.com/pkohler. If you guys are watching this on Twitch, consider subscribing on YouTube. youtube.com/KefkaTerran is where all of our archives go up eventually. And if you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/KefkaTerran is where we play stuff live. So maybe follow us there. We'll be back in a minute.